Beckman Construction holds regularly scheduled safety meetings that provide an opportunity for reinforcing the importance of general safety, as well as site-specific work-related procedures applicable to this project. Properly prepared safety meetings will focus on one or two topics and be direct and to the point. All safety questions will be addressed and interactive participation is encouraged. Today's safety topic is personal protective equipment, or PPE. A hazard assessment will be made on all job sites to determine what types of personal protection, or PPE, are appropriate. A major part of this hazard assessment will be determining what PPE needs can be eliminated through feasible engineering controls or work procedures. Types of hazard categories that are considered are impact, penetration, compression, chemical, heat, harmful dust, and light radiation. The focus of PPE is to eliminate eye, hand, foot, limb, and head injury. Visitors exposed to the identified hazards will be loaned appropriate PPE and given instruction in its use prior to hazard exposure. You must understand the limitations of your PPE, the correct procedure for putting on, adjusting, and removing the PPE, and the proper care, maintenance, and useful life of the personal protective equipment. Cleanliness of PPE is of importance, particularly when dealing with eye protection where fogging, scratches, or dirt can render the PPE a hazard rather than protection from a hazard. Unique PPE required for job performance such as hard hats, respirators, earplugs, safety goggles, etc. will be supplied to the employees. They are responsible for maintenance of the equipment issued to them. Items of PPE that are damaged or non-functioning should be turned in for repair or replacement. For personal comfort, and to eliminate nuisance noises and nuisance respiratory conditions that are not at or above the threshold level for required protection, dust masks and earplugs may be used at any time. Project management will ensure that employees are not exposed to occupational noises that exceed the levels listed below. Excessive noise may cause permanent hearing loss. Project management should be aware that hearing loss is often painless and unnoticeable. Table D2, called Permissible Noise Exposures, lists sound level duration in hours per day, and the dBA slow response associated with each level duration. Project management will ensure that applicable standards are posted, medical surveillance and noise monitoring are instituted, and that all affected personnel understand the personal protective equipment guidelines and how they apply to hearing conservation. It's extremely important that employees are not exposed to atmospheres that have contaminants that exceed permissible exposure limits. Respiratory hazards can range from mildly irritating to fatal. Because of the serious consequences of improperly using respiratory protection, those for who it applies must understand the importance of medical approval for respiratory use, the respirator selection process, how to determine the service life of particular filters, fit testing, user seal tests, the importance of work area surveillance, and the leaning, inspection, and maintenance of respirators. As for disposable respirators, OSHA requires that employees who voluntarily use disposable respirators in situations where respiratory protection is not specifically required by OSHA standard are informed of 29 CFR 1910.134 Appendix D. This concludes the training on the topic of PPE and safety. Please sign the safety meeting attendance sheet on the clipboard in the office to confirm that you've watched the video and understand the material presented. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please report them immediately.